call the school board meeting into session at this time. And the first order of business will be to approve the agenda, but to note some changes to the agenda. So first of all, we have administrative and personnel appointments. We deleted item 4.2, appointment of program director facilities. On the consent agenda, we added 7.25, payment of a one-time bonus to district employees. And then we also have, under board members' announcements, we added item 13.3, designation of a school board member to serve as the board's representative of the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee. So that takes us through the changes to the agenda. So I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley, second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0.
Dr. Before we proceed, it looks like our microphones are not
They
working.
are.
That's right.
They're not working?
They're not working.
Well, but the one up there is, so they'll be able to hear us. All right, so then we have no recognitions, but we do have some administrative personnel appointments. 4.1, appointment of principal, Pine View School, recommended by Superintendent Chambers. Superintendent.
Thank you, Dr. White, School Board. It is with great pleasure that we are going to tonight name a principal for Pineview. And for those of you who are out here and those who are listening, we have not started a new school since about 2008. So this is a monumental moment for the school district. And I know Mr. Banchek, who's over to my right in all purple, will be the school board member for this school, is very excited. And I just want to say I bring before you, board, Dr. Donna Kelly. Dr. Donna Kelly is an educational leader with more than 3 decades of experience in K-12 school settings. She has served as principal of Northwood Elementary School since 2013, a tenure that followed 14 years of leadership at Owens Cross Road School in Madison County, Alabama. Dr. Donna, as she calls herself, holds a doctorate in educational leadership from Nova Southeastern University and other degrees from Jacksonville State University in Alabama. Dr. Donna is the 2025 Florida National Distinguished Principal of the Year, and that's awarded from the National Association of Elementary School Principals. We talked about that this morning, bragging about you, Dr. Donna, and even saying that right now. She sits there with that humble. She was also named the Elementary Principal of the Year in both 2023 and 2025 for Okaloosa. She and her family relocated to Florida, so her daughter, Nancy Jane, could attend Okaloosa County Schools. And Nancy Jane is now a graduate of the school district. They have 4 dogs who she says keeps life interesting. Dr. Dunn.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we need a motion.
I move that we accept the recommendation of Dr. Donna as the principal of Pine View School.
And I'll second that.
All right. Motion by Mrs. Vancheck, second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations.
Good evening, Superintendent Chambers, Board Chair, and distinguished board members. Thank you for this incredible honor. I am deeply grateful to the entire board for entrusting me with the principalship of Pine View School. I also want to thank the Northwood community, my Northwood family, for the years of support, learning, and partnership that has shaped me as an educator and a leader. Leaving Northwood is bittersweet because of the relationships and the memories we have built together, but I carry them with me into this next chapter. I'm excited by the opportunity to help create a new family and a shared vision at Pine View. My commitment to students, staff, and families is wholehearted. I pledge to you now that I'll give 100% to build a safe, inclusive, and high-achieving school where every child can thrive. I look forward to listening, learning, and working collaboratively with Pineview community to set clear goals, celebrate progress, and tackle challenges together. Thank you again, Mr. Chambers, board, my Northwood colleagues, families. I look forward to meeting the Pineview family and students, and I'm ready to get to work. I leave you with this quote by an unknown author: "Be like a bear, strong enough to stand alone, yet wise enough to work together." Thank you.
All right, there's gonna have to be several rows, because we're gonna fit in between podiums. There you go, that's right. Everybody find this Buchanan stand. You can't see the camera, I can't see you. Board members, would you like to
There's a
stand?
couple of y'all, you can like, even like if you get behind, you come slide on down that back row there, you can hit there. And then everybody
Put your face in the window.
Got everybody?
Keep smiling. Keep smiling.
Stay where you are really quickly. We have some principals
All
here
right,
who are here to support. So come
more,
on
and
here.
I'm gonna do one up here. Probably the people that are coming in now, unfortunately, they have been on the bell.
Take a knee. Take a knee in front. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. Just follow the directions. Yeah, we can't see you now. You're right to get in the front.
Come on, the side of the bar stand. Will you come in front of the podium?
All right, get your face in the window, everybody.
I think you can stand. Let me try this way, 'cause I'm not there. That might work. Perfect.
All right, as they're taking their seats, you'll remember that on item 4.2, that item was deleted, and that brings us to 4.3. Appointment of the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources recommended by Superintendent Chambers. Superintendent?
Thank you, Dr. White. School Board, I bring before you Ms. Lindsay Maxey. Ms. Maxey is a seasoned human resources professional with over a decade of experience in the public education sector. She earned her bachelor's degree in human resources from Auburn University, which we won't hold against her, or holds both the professional in human resources and a SHRM Certified Professional SHRM's credential. As a proud graduate of Okaloosa County Schools, Ms. Maxey is deeply committed to supporting the district's mission of excellence and continued success with a student-focused approach. She's passionate about fostering a positive, supportive, and effective workplace culture that empowers educators and staff to thrive and perform at their best. Outside of her professional role, Ms. Maxey enjoys boating, the beautiful waters of the Emerald Coast, attending Auburn football games, and most importantly, spending time with her husband Tyler, her 2 children, Tucker and Palmer. Both will be attending the Okaloosa County School District. And I'll just say on a quick personal note, I'll never forget 1 year in HR, and I got through it because Miss Maxey got me through it. Miss Maxey.
All right, very good. Need a motion, colleagues? Motion by Mr. Bryant,
Second.
second by Ms. Evancheck. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I definitely want to say thank you to Mr. Chambers. He has trusted me since the very, very beginning, and I just really appreciate you for that. And to all of the board members for approving my recommendation tonight, thank you. You know, I really did, and I know most of you know this, I grew up in the Okaloosa County School District. Both my parents were teachers, and I can remember my mom was a teacher at my elementary school. And afterwards, I loved the custodian at Kenwood Elementary School, and I would ride on her cart and help her empty the trash every day after school. I mean, I truly adored her. And then when I was in middle school, my dad was a basketball coach, or one of the basketball coaches for the team, and I thought I was their mascot. I traveled with that team. I loved them. And I mean, I just genuinely have grown up in this school district. And I hope to continue that legacy for other families and how important it has been to me. And so that's what I say about that. And I just want to say thank you to the HR staff for being here tonight. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. And then to Dr. Hale specifically, I cannot tell you thank you enough. You have been a huge mentor to me. I've learned so much from you. I'm going to miss you. I'm so grateful for you. And then also to my family, including Tyler. I couldn't be the working mom I am today without them. So thank you to everybody.
Can everybody kind of slide back a little and go this way? Go. And then I kind of need everybody in between the podium.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. You're welcome.
Short people in the back. Y'all can't see me, I can't see you, so y'all can find a place to. If you want to come up towards the front, you got it? There's quite a few in the very back. Yeah, why don't y'all come on, yes.
You might want to go this year.
All right, so we'll go ahead and call ourselves back into session at this time, and we do have a public hearing. So we need to scroll down on our agenda at the very bottom, and there it is, 15.1. Public hearing for the proposed rezoning of student attendance areas for Antioch Elementary School, Bob Sykes Elementary, Davidson Middle, Laurel Hill, Northwood Elementary, Riverside Elementary, Shoal River Middle, and Walker Elementary School to create a new student attendance zone for Pine View School, presented by Mr. John Spolsky, Assistant Superintendent, and recommended by the Superintendent for approval. Is there anyone here to speak to this item tonight? So there's none, and I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant,
Second.
second by Ms. Evancheck.
And that motion is to adopt resolution 25-10.
All right, thank you, sir. So we've got a motion and a second, so there's no more discussion, is that right? Anybody have anything? Okay, well, let's call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0.
I do want to point out, I appreciate it's called the Purple Plan.
See that.
All right, so now let's go back to our business agenda. That brings us to Section 5, public comment on agenda items. This would be public comment regarding an item on the agenda for tonight. There is a blue card. And this is Michael Dingus from OCEA. Come forward, sir. I know you've been to lots of our meetings, so I'm sure you're familiar with our rules, but because this is an agenda item, you have 3 minutes.
All right, thank you. No, this is my first time speaking after filing a blue card, so it's exciting.
Okay, all right.
Exciting times. I'm speaking on agenda item 7.17, the Stream app. I'm very excited. I had the opportunity to sit in on a Zoom call the other day that kind of laid out what this app would provide for employees, and I think it's very awesome. I think any chance for people to have more control over their pay is an amazing opportunity. And anything that can prevent our employees from, predatory payday loans or anything like that is an amazing step in the right direction. I did want to speak though, because during the Zoom, I had a couple questions that came up afterwards. And I don't know that we've had a resolution on the questions, but essentially there's a piece in the app that deals with budgeting. And my understanding is that our payroll department will have access to the things that goes on in the app for obvious reasons. And I just wanted to make sure that it's available to the public, or at least to our employees, like what information is going to be shared with their employer while they're signing up. My understanding is that there's a piece of it that shows your weekly budget, and it shows different monthly subscriptions and things like that as a way to kind of manage your money. And I just want people to be aware what their employer can and cannot see before they sign up for it. I want everyone to have the opportunity to sign up for this app, but I want to also make sure that everyone does it informed. So that was all I had to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dingus. So regarding the particular questions, Superintendent, I know Ms. Perry's here and Dr. Hale.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and good evening, board. Mr. Dingus, thank you for the question. There will be an extensive education program that goes out with this app, and we will specifically make sure that what Mr. Dingus is requesting is a part of that rollout. I do know that it is secure. There are many districts across the state that are using this, but to Mr. Dingus' point, it's completely fair to know exactly what's being shared before you sign up for it. So we'll make sure that happens.
Very good. So real quick, sure, Dr. Hale. So I know we talked about this particular app. So it sounds like it's like Rocket Money. Is this correct? Kind of like that, where it kind of can help you?
Well, I can't really speak to Rocket Money because I don't know a lot about that, but the way that I've been sharing, when I've been sharing it with people, I've been kind of
associating it with Ally Health. What I'm saying to folks is what we have done in terms of education and giving a myriad of different opportunities for health. We're also now beginning to do that with finance and the way that you can handle your pay structure. The great news is that it's not going to change the department's function whatsoever at the district level. It's just, as Mr. Dingus said, another option for employees to kind of leverage some of their abilities inside their own pay structure. Maybe they want to have some money set aside. Maybe they want to reach a particular goal with a side account that's provided inside this app. It's all available to them. And so it does give a certain amount of control that the employees have never had before. It's really quite exciting.
Okay, anything else, colleagues? Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
All right, so that brings us to section 6, committee and staff reports. 6.1, in-county travel paid. 6.2, out-of-county travel paid. And then 6.3, service agreements under 10,000. And then 6.4 is the Academy's basic financial statements submitted to Ms. Perry. Okay. All right, then that takes us down to the consent agenda. And so I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
All right. Motion by Mr. Hindley, second by Mr. Destin. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0. All right, so let's scroll on down now. And that takes us to Superintendent's Human Resources recommendations. 8.1 and 8.2 are both information only, employees on admin leave, and then the deferred retirement option program. 8.3 is the out-of-field report for the 2025-26 school year presented by Ms. Duron and recommended by the superintendent. This is an action item. Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant, second by Ms. Evanchek. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0. 8.4, employment separations presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Destin,
Second.
second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.5, personnel recommendations presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley.
Second.
Second by Ms. Evanchek. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.6, employee transfers presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Destin, second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.7, reinstatement reimbursement of sick leave due to line of duty illness, injury, medical examination presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Evanchek,
Second.
second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. And then 8.8, leave without pay presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant,
Second.
second by Mr. Destin. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. There are no items on discussion on section 10, construction programs, owners, representatives, business. Mr. Hindley let us know that we'll have a report, I think, next time we meet.
Correct.
And then, so we go to a couple of action items. 10.2, tag on bid purchase over $50,000 to AstroTurf Corporation, Choctawhatchee High School, Niceville High School, Crestview High School, and Baker School, presented by Dr. Smith and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley.
Second.
Second by Ms. Evanchek. Any discussion? All right, there's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 10.3, TPM Program Number 6, Task Order Number 39, Scope Modification Number 3, GMP Okaloosa Technical College New Parking Lot, presented by Dr. Smith, Facilities, and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant,
Second.
second by Ms. Evanchek. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 10.4, Program Number 6, Task Order Number 38, GMP for District-Wide Fine and Performing Arts, Niceville High School Band Room Addition, presented by Dr. Smith and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heine,
Second.
second by Ms. Evancheck. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Mr. Attorney, your business.
No report tonight.
Thank you, sir. Superintendent.
Nothing further this evening.
Thank you, sir. All right, colleagues, we've got some action items here on board members' business. So 13.1 is a travel request, and so we need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Destin,
Second.
second by Ms. Evancheck. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Let's go ahead and cover 13.3, the designation of the school board member to serve as the board's representative to the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee.
I will nominate Linda Evancheck.
I'll accept.
Okay, and so we have a motion by Mr. Bryant, a second, I think, by Mr. Destin, and we have an acceptance from Ms. Evancheck. So with all that, unless there's any further discussion, let's vote. All in favor?
I think we need to discuss this.
Find out what Heimlich really owes you.
Hey, listen, you better be careful, she'll withdraw. All right, let's vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0. All right, so let's now go back to 13.2, board members' announcements. We covered some of this today, but there might be something else. So, Mr. Heine, sir, I'll start with you again.
No further report this evening.
Thank you. Ms. Evancheck?
No, thank you.
All right. Mr. Bryan?
Just one comment on the item 13.1. I again would like to say thank you to the board for your support. This will be my last official national conference as in an executive position with the School Boards Association. So grateful that y'all are still supporting me, and I can assure you we looked at flying Allegiant and making it as cheap as possible. But I do thank you for your support.
Appreciate you presenting us.
All right. Anything further, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Mr. Destin?
Nothing tonight.
Okay, that takes us to board members' announcements. Ms. Mary, do we have any yellow cards for general public comment? Not tonight, okay. And we've got our public hearing out of the way. I think, Mr. McInnes, that concludes the agenda. So this meeting is adjourned.